Hello and welcome. So happy to be with you today. Today, I want to discuss celibacy and a spiritual life, right? In other words, it's practical that you have to be celibate in order to be a great spiritual being. Well, let's take a focus and look at, first of all, the Catholic priestship, right? Has that really worked for them, right? So it's a very natural function, we know, to procreate and to have a feeling of being intimate with another human being. This is also true as we're evolving spiritual, right? But what did the Catholic Church do with their priestship and their nunnery to model what they did? It looks like that there was an interpretation made that all the apostles were celibate, but that was not true. If we're supposed to be a model of the early apostles, over half of the apostles were married, and about 80% of the 72 disciples. So, what was that all about? In the Taoist system that we teach from Darchen, Tibet, every Tai Chi Gung master is also a Taoist priest. Tao, for those of you that don't know, means the way. The way to what? Well, the most basic way is you look at all the energy flows that basically come in and out your spirit, your mind, and your body. Modern medicine refers to the 7 systems of the body. In reality, we talk about 8. In our teachings, we don't just talk about 7 chakras, we talk about the 8th chakra also. Tapping into that 8th chakra changes everything, as tapping in to the 8th system of the body. You might ask yourself, what is the 8th system of the body? No, it's not the nervous system. It's not the muscular system or the respiratory or the circulatory system. It's not the endocrine gland system, but it is closely related to the endocrine gland system. See, the endocrine gland system in our body is referred to as the software of the human body itself, but it has a psychic counterpart to each gland. And according to yoga and ancient Sanskrit writings, that is called a chakra, which basically means wheel that spins. We have 7 that match the gland system. We actually have 12, but 4 of them reside beyond the physical body, but not your 4th dimension energy body. And it feeds the meridian system that acupuncture physicians have been treating for over 5,000 years. Along with each one of those systems, your sexual energy lies dormant in the regenerative system of the 2nd chakra. Now, if we're trying to achieve balance in Tai Chi or just in general, wouldn't it make sense that that energy field is just as important as any other energy field? The fusion and the merging of that field would do incredible things to people. Being trained in the Taoist system for over 55 years, what I have found is that a sexual act without consciousness is of a very low frequency, but it doesn't warrant us to suppress that energy itself. Why treat that point as taboo? Why assume that anyone that's having a sexual act would be something wrong with them? Why create a priesthood that says in order to be celibate, you set yourself at a higher standard. But let's take a deeper look. We've seen imbalances in the nunnery over several centuries. Lord knows that we've seen the Catholic Church with their inconsistencies in regards to the way they would treat altar boys behind the altar. What was that about? It was about suppression, brothers and sisters. You can't suppress one of God's giving energy fields that come to us naturally. We are taught in Tai Chi Gung, we don't need to seek another person to make ourselves whole. God made us whole and complete, for we are made in his or her image. If we're complete and we're balanced and we're a conscious, wholesome person, and now likewise we come together in intimacy with a person the same, there's not this sense of neediness. Oh, I have to have a sexual act with you in order to make me feel human. When you're both conscious beings and you're both whole in yourself, now you come together in communion of consciousness. And when you're having sexual intimacy, you're now having what we refer to as human or even God sex. Why in the world would you want to suppress that when it's as natural as nature is itself? So we choose not to suppress that energy. We definitely choose not to adulterate that energy, as in porno and things of this nature. But when two God self-realized beings come into intimacy, it should be wonderful. It should be a spiritual liberation. Well, then the teachings of the Tao, it's been that way for thousands of years now. And this is how we teach and present the sexual energy here. And I think if the goal is to achieve balance, which it is here at the Circle of Chi.com, and definitely based out of the teachings of Tai Chi Gung, which have existed for over 3 millenniums. Just maybe that's what we should be doing. Maybe we should not be doing a suppression of God's wholesome energy. Maybe we should be doing a conscious expression instead of suppression. What do you think, brothers and sisters? I'm Master Lama Rasaji. Thank you for stopping by today. You'll enjoy our other videos here at our YouTube channel. God bless you and your family, and I'll see you real soon. God bless.